Okay, hello guys. Welcome to my YouTube channel again. Gusto kong magpalit ng background. Wait lang tayo. Para saktong-sakto dito sa ating lesson. Palit ako ng background. Wow, di ba? Na parang nasa kingdom. Parang nasa jungle ako. Yan o, kita niya. May animal sa likod ko. Okay. So, in today's lesson, we will be discussing about adaptive body structures of animals. Ano bang hinihintay natin? So, magsimula na tayo. So, adaptive body structures of animals. Okay, skip na natin to. Okay. So, infer the that body structures help animals adapt and survive in their particular habitat. So these are objectives. So we will are tasked to identify animals' body movement, body structure, and adaptation, classify animals according to their habitats, compare body movements of animals in their habitat. So ito ay, sa mga estudyante ko, ito ay, ito ay gagawin yung activity doon sa book na ginagamit natin. Okay, what body structure do these animals have for movement, body covering, and feeding? So kung makikita nyo, iba-iba yung kanilang itsura. So, ano ba yung body structures? Ano ba yung body covering? Ano ba yung feeding? So yung body movement, ito kung paano sila gumagalaw. Ano bang ginagamit nila? Foot ba? Or yung body covering, may fur ba sila? Wings, scales? Makapal ba yung balat nila? Or smooth ba yung skin nila? And then yung feeding, kung paano sila kumain, ano ba kinakain nila? Herbivore ba sila, carnivore ba sila, or omnivore? So, in this question, just comment on my section, on the section, comment section about this question. Can you answer this question? What structure do these animals have for movement, body covering, and feeding? Okay, so different animals have different habitats. Diba? Totoo naman na magkakaiba ng yung mga animals ay mayroong iba-ibang habitats, diba? Sa everywhere makikita natin yung mga organisms na yan. So a habitat is a natural environment in which an organism usually lives and reproduces. And they have different body structure that help them adapt better to their environment for survival. These body structures are the parts of an animal such as the legs, wings, beaks, feathers, fur, and scales. So itong body structure ang nakakatulong sa kanila para ma-survive or mabuhay doon sa kanilang tirahan or habitat. So pag sinabi naman nating adaptation, this is a characteristic which helps an organism to survive in its habitat. So meron siyang kakaiba, unique ability, unique characteristic kung saan kaya niyang mabuhay or magtagal sa isang habitat, doon sa kanyang habitat. So animals can be classified based on their habitats as follows. First is terrestrial. Terrestrial animals are animals that live on land. So alam naman natin yung mga animals na naninirahan sa lupa. So we have hare, zebra, tiger, rhinoceros, raccoon, and bear. Next, porcupine, beaver, kangaroo, elephant, giraffe, ostrich. So, ano ba yung adaptation? Ito yung example ng adaptation of terrestrial animals. So, some animals have fur as their outer covering. The fur can protect them from cold and skin injury. And some animals can hide or disguise by means of camouflage. So, yung fur na yan, nakakatulong yan doon sa mga animals na naninirahan sa cold places. Kapag makapal yung balahibo mo ng animals, ito yung indication na nakatira siya sa malalamig na lugar at itong makapal na balahibo na ito ang tumutulong sa kanya para hindi siya mamatay doon sa ganong klaseng klima or malamig na klima. And sometimes yung mga iba-ibang kulay ng mga balahibo or yung skin ng animal ay nakakatulong para magtago sila at mag-disguise by means of camouflage. Diba? Para hindi sila makita na kanilang predator or mga enemies. Animals have special adaptation for food. So, bakit? Kasi may iba-ibang klase ng animals. May carnivorous, may herbivorous, and may omnivorous. Pag sinabi natin carnivorous, these are animals that have sharp teeth to bite and tear meat from its prey. Diba? Roar. Diba? So, yung malalaking ngipin, katulad ng lion. Next is herbivorous animals have hard pod on the top part of its mouth to cut grass with its sharp bottom teeth. Okay? So ito yung nakakatulong sa kanila, yung hard dental pad on upper jaw. Ito yung nakakatulong sa kanila para madurog yung or ma-digest yung ma-chew, ma-masticate ng mabuti yung tawag dito yung damo, yung grass na kinakain nila. And how do animals around you protect themselves from their enemies? Ano ba yung ginagawa nila? So, ito yung sa physical structure nila. Diba? Kung predator ka, kaya mong i-defend yung sarili mo. Or kung prey ka, ano yung special abilities na meron yung mga animals na yon. Okay? Ito yung ilan sa mga abilities or structures na meron sila. For example, rhinoceros, cows and goats have pointed horns to protect themselves from predators, your enemy. Diba? Yung mga sungay sila. Porcupines have sharp spines. Camels store fats in their humps that can be turned into energy and water when needed. Scorpions defend themselves with their enemies with their poison stings. Pangolins have tough scales that protect their body. Polar bears have thick fur and fats under their skin to protect themselves from cold climate. So see, ganun nila, ganun sila, ito yung mga ways para maprotektahan nila yung kanilang sarili. Diba? Next is aerial animals. These are animals that live in the air. For example, bat, bee, monarch butterfly, dragonfly, eagle, and hummingbird. Kung sinabi natin aerial, they spend most of their time flying around, hunting for their food. Matagal silang, kumaga lagi silang lipad ng lipad. Okay? Fly, fly, di ba ganun? Joke lang. So, for example, kakatsu, toucan, aphids, flamenco, moth, mosquito, raven, and quail. So these are the adaptation of aerial animals. They have wings to fly and have feathers to keep them warm. Some male birds display their feathers to attract females as mates, katulad ng vocal cock and royal flycatcher bird. Tsaka nito. Birds have different types of beaks, and the shape of a bird's beak is suited to the kind of food they eat. Okay? So, depende yung beak nila doon sa pagkain na kinakain nila. Kung herbivores ka, so, maiksi lang yung beak ng isang bird. Kapag naman carnivores, sharp naman yung beak. Kapag naman or uh, or ng long yung beak depende sa pagkain nila. For example, the flesh-eating birds like eagles have strong and sharp hook beaks to tear the meat. Some birds such as sparrows have short and strong beaks to crack and eat nuts and seeds. There are some birds such as storks that have long and sharp beaks to catch fish. Some birds, such as hummingbirds, have long and thin beaks to get the nectar in the flower. Some animals have long tubes to suck the nectar from the flower, and some animals have tubes for feeding too. Okay, next is feet. So kung mapapansin nyo, iba-iba yung feet ng birds. The feet of birds are also different based on their feeding. Okay? So, kung carnivorous ka, kung carnivorous yung ibon na yun, or herbivorous or omnivorous, iba magkakaiba pa rin yung structure ng kanilang feet. So, feet for grasping. So, these are eagles and owl have large, sharp, curved claws to snatch their prey. Rah. Okay? So, ganun. Siyempre, alangan namang ano sila, manguha sila ng kanilang prey kung wala silang sharp claws. Paano nila mahuhuli yung ano nila, di ba? Kanilang prey. First, fit for swimming. For example, ducks and pelicans have webbed feet to paddle in water and walk through mud. Di ba? Dahil nga ang pagkain nila ay fish and other animals or maliliit na sea creatures. Yan ang kanilang structure. Feet for scratching. Chickens have long toes and strong feet for scratching the soil. Next, feet for running. Cassowaries and emus have 3 toes for running fast. Diba? Kasi malaki din naman kasi ito yung emus at saka cassowaries. Malalaki kasi sila. At saka katulad ng ostrich. Malalaki sila. Kaya kailangan ganun yung ano nila, toes nila. They have 3 toes. Next is arboreal animals. These arboreal animals live in trees. They spend most of their time in trees. Okay, these are examples of animals that live in trees. We have koala, yung snake, chipmunks, squirrels, diba? Yung sloth, monkey, and so on and so forth. Okay. Adaptation of arboreal animals. For example, monkeys use their long limbs and tails to swing from one tree to another. They have claws to climb up and down branches. Diba? Yung limbs nila at mahaba nilang kamay at saka yung tail nila. So, kayang-kaya nilang lambi-lambitin doon sa puno. Next is some animals camouflage themselves to match with their green surroundings. Katulad nitong stick insect na ito. Diba? At saka ito, yan, ng ibang mga insects. Next is aquatic animals that live in water. So, common naman kayo. Any animals that live in water, sea animals. Name it. Okay, so the adaptation of aquatic animals. A fish body is covered with scales, and these scales protect them from predators, pests, and injuries. Okay, fish breathe through their gills underwater. Okay, kung mapapansin nyo, di ba? May gills sila. However, whales and dolphins breathe through their lungs. Ito na pagkakaiba ng whales and dolphins. Dahil may lungs sila, may times nila kung mapapansin nyo, kung makakapanood kayo ng mga video sa YouTube, tumatalon sila. Ayun yung time na kumukuha sila ng oxygen. Then, pabalik ulit sa, sa water. Diba? Some aquatic animals are covered with exoskeleton and shell that protect them from their enemies and the pounding waves. So, dahil wala silang buto or buto or bones, ano ba yung pinagsasabi ko? Or bones, ayan, may exoskeleton sila. Yun yung nagpo-protect sa kanila. Kasi meron silang soft body. Next is amphibians. These are animals that live on water and la- live in water and on land. For example, types of amphibians. We have frog, we have Sicilian, toad, salamander, and newt. Diba? Maganda pag amphibian. Pwede kang mabuhay both water and land. So these are some of the adaptation of amphibians. They have webbed toes that enable them to swim fast in water. Kung mapapansin nyo yung frog, may webbed toes siya. Yun yung way niya para makaswim sa water. They have lungs to breathe on land. While in water, they breathe through their skin. Yung skin nila nagsiserve as their lungs or their lungs doon sa ilalim ng tubig para makahinga sila. Or parang gills na. Parang ganun yung function ng gills. Kaso ang kaibahan lang dito sa amphibian, yung skin nila yung kumukuha ng oxygen para makapag-survive sila sa ilalim ng tubig. Frog have long sticky tongue to catch insects and worms. Ganun din sa ibang mga amphibians. Pero meron namang exemption dito. May mga ibang mga creatures na depende sa sa habitat. For example, na iba yung habitat nila katulad nung coconut crab. Iba mostly they spend their time on yung mga crab sa coastal area lang. So kaya din nilang mabuhay sa land. Diba? So may mga chances na a-adapt sila or nababago yung kanilang characteristics. Depende doon sa lugar na tinitirahan nila. Okay. I hope you learned something in our video lesson. So, see you in my next video. Bye-bye!